Hello, friend, and welcome to the 10-Minute Mind Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Janet Cagle, certified life coach, business strategist, and lover of all things related to up-leveling my life and yours. My goal is to help you experience a mind shift that gets you one step closer to your goals, whatever they are. My goal is not to keep you wrapped up in self-help all day, just 10 minutes. And who doesn't have 10 minutes, right? Welcome back to the podcast, my friend. How are you? If you listened to last week's episode, I'm very curious to know if you made any incremental upgrades or up levels to your life. If so, how? Tell me. Just email me, janetcagle@janetcagle.com. Very quickly, if you love this podcast and you think others need to hear it too, leave me a review and a like and share a screenshot to your favorite social media platform and tag me. That's how we can spread the word and the love. All right, my friends, let's dive right into today's episode, number 20, and changing your money story. I am going to share with you and my students the exact thoughts that I work on the daily that help me create the life of my heart's desire, a life of balance and abundance. So today, I'm going to share with you some of my money story and my game-changing thoughts on money. Now, if you cringed when I said money, this episode is for sure for you. We all have a money story. Your money story is your subconscious beliefs about money. How you should make money, how you should think about money, what it means if you want more money, what you believe is possible for you as it relates to money. My demographic report tells me that 95% of my listening audience is women, so I'm going to be speaking from my heart to yours. But men, if you're listening, you will love this too. We are all taught about money from a very early age. At some point in our childhood, we start noticing conversations about money, and some of those conversations about money might have been escalated to a feverish level with lots of negative emotions involved. In some cases, money was scarce, and that was the subject of heated arguments. Just as many of us lived with a money story where money was plenty, but it was still the subject of a lot of negative emotions. Maybe there were disagreements in how it was supposed to be spent. And here is the truth. Even people with plenty of money have a scarcity mindset and a money story. Whatever money story you have, I want you to know that you can totally change how your money story goes and how it ends at any moment in time. It's time to edit your money story. You are not destined to continue in your current money story, regardless of how deeply rooted your money beliefs are. Some of you may not even be aware that you have a money story that's affecting you. I assure you, you do. And we're going to get all of that ironed out today. I highly recommend that you sign up for my free Money Mindset virtual workshop. It's free, and it's a work at your own pace, and it's for sure going to help you find your money story and help you get to work. I'm going to leave a link in the show notes. Most of us were raised in an environment where money wasn't easy to talk about. As a kid, I remember not being very comfortable asking my parents for money. I don't recall a specific experience that created my money story, but very early, money was uncomfortable for me. When we aren't comfortable talking about money, we don't. We don't ask questions. Some of us don't ask questions because we think we should already know the answer. Sometimes we don't ask questions because we're afraid of what the answer is. Fear keeps us from seeking financial advice. Fear keeps us from trusting financial advice. Our money story can keep us from taking our financial health matters seriously. Eventually, we become the story that we told ourselves. I had such a negative bias around people with money and just money in general that I was a walking money repellent. I was the anti-money magnet. I remember having thoughts around wanting to make a lot of money and thinking the harder I work, the more money I will make. I remember being so turned off by the title of Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, that I wouldn't read it. I remember feeling so out of alignment spiritually with my thoughts of money and wealth. You might be having some of the same emotions bubble up for you as I sit here and talk about money. Hang with me though. I'm going to land this plane nicely. It's all going to be okay. Money doesn't have to be the source of your anxiety. Decide today that you are going to become money wise and a money magnet. If this is not the first time you are listening, you know that I always say awareness is king. And it is. Before we can fix this issue, we need to know where the issue is. So let's dive in. Grab a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to think about what your money story might be. Step 1, write down your current money story, one sentence at a time. Ask yourself these questions. What do you believe about money, about making money, saving money, spending money, giving it away? Write down all of the thoughts that you have about money. What do you think about people who have money? When I did this exercise, here are a few of my sentences. The harder I work, the more money I can make. Money is for the rich. I am not rich, and I probably won't ever be. People with money are more valuable than people without money, and that makes me less valuable. I hate living paycheck to paycheck. Money is hard. Making a lot of money is what men do. If I could just stop spending. If I want more money, then I must be a bad person. I think it's bad to want more money, and I think about wanting more money all the time. People can't afford to pay me. People who are rich are probably selfish and self-centered. Money is bad. Bad people have lots of money. Money makes people bad. I'm not good with money. Here is why it's important for you to know your unconscious thoughts about money and people who have money. Aligned thoughts and emotions create aligned results. What does that mean? If you have the thought that you would like to make more money, but you believe people with money are bad or rude or selfish, those thoughts are out of alignment. When you have a money bias or a bias around people who have money, it creates a block to the abundance that we want to create in our own lives. If your thought is, I want to have $1 million by retirement, but you have a money bias around other people who are millionaires, the way you feel about being a millionaire is out of alignment with the very result that you want to create in your own life. Here is what's so eye-opening. You may not even know that you have a negative bias for money or people with money. It might be so subconscious that it doesn't surface, and so you're not aware of it. But if it's there, it will create a money block. So step 2 is let go of your money story. Do an edit, do a rewrite, and get you to change how the story ends. Here's an example. One of the thoughts that I had around people with money was that people with money are selfish. For sure, that money story does not serve me, and it blocks my abundance. So I worked on creating a thought that serves me better. It's possible that people with money are generous. It's possible that I can be a person with money and be generous. It's possible that I am already a person with money and generous. People with money are generous. Here's another example. Money is hard. Now, if you can believe that money is easy, you can always just go there. But if that thought is not believable for you yet, start with the latter thought. A possibility thought that sounds like this. It's possible that money is easy, or it's possible that money can be easy. See how that works? Step 3, practice believing your new money story, and you will create a new money result. Look for evidence that your new money story is true. From your consciousness, think about your new money story every day. Practice the feeling of abundance. Even if you only have $1 in your account, thinking about that dollar that you will have will create, invite, and attract more into your life. Many of us, me included, focus on the $1 we have and the hundreds of dollars that we need to pay the bills. When we focus on that, what we don't have, we create more of that. Here is a money story hack for you. Think about what you want as it relates to money. Be very specific. I want more money, or I want a successful career, or a comfortable retirement is not specific enough. Don't be afraid to put an actual number to your goal. I want $100K annual income, or business, or $1 million retirement account, whatever it is. Then change that I want part of the sentence to I have. I have $100K income. I have $1 million retirement. Really do this. And when you do this, take note of how it feels to have versus to want. really get into the emotion, but also the vibration that your emotion creates in your body. Do you feel butterflies of excitement? Do you feel like you're getting energized at the thought of having versus wanting? The I have emotion is the abundant feeling. Practice accessing those emotions and practice taking actions from those emotions. Actions that you take from the feeling of abundance will be more potent, more powerful, more thoughtful, more creative, more productive. And that's how an abundant mindset creates better results. I know it seems like we have to create the result first, and then we will create the feeling, the emotion of feeling abundant, but that's working it backwards. Unless we work on the thoughts first, the money mindset thoughts, and clean up the money story, even if you get that $1 million windfall, you will take your old money story with you. Just like 75% of the lottery winners we have seen lose it all and more, we will rubber band right back to where we were in that old money story. This work in this area of your life is totally worth it. Here is my final thought. If this episode made you feel uncomfortable, it's totally fine. That's just an indicator of where you can spend some time in awareness and decide if this is an area you would like to work on. You really have nothing to lose. Through doing a lot of my own work and my own work on my own money story, I've learned that having money isn't what makes people bad or good or selfish or generous. Having money makes you more of what and who you already are. All right, my friends, if you are ready to take your money story to the next level, just ping me. All right, my friends, go and have the best week ever. That's a wrap of the 10-Minute Mind Shift podcast. I hope that you were able to experience your own mind shift today. Listen, if you're ready to take this work to the next level, I highly recommend Life by Design Academy. It's my one-on-one coaching program that offers you a transformation at the speed of life.